morning and welcome to my channel. I recently bought some of this canvas from a teddy shop over here in Spain. Well, they're in Europe, German predominantly. And I've torn a sheet out and I want to make a tall, skinny journal using pixie dust files, this Dollshouse combination. So what I want to do to start off with is tear around this and then tear this in half. Once I've done that and I've got the size, I've not changed the size of these. I've kept it what it is, but I have printed on 160 GSM card as I wanted to give a bit of stability to the canvas. Now, I'm not sure how stiff or floppy this canvas cover is going to come out. I've not used it before. I thought it made a change for a different medium. Then I'm just going to tear this in half here. And then we've got lots and lots of inking to do. Now, I'll start off with the front here. This is going to be on the front cover. I'm going to use my Tim Holtz little tool and really rough up the edges all the way round. So it's like this, and then I'm going to use Vintage Photo just to go around the edges. Now this shows up quite well. So it ends up, you get lots and lots of bits everywhere, but it ends up a bit like that. And it's going to go on here. Now I do need to cut this top bit off, and when you do pull it out you do get a lot of frayed, so if I was going to use the whole length I think I would trim with a cutter along there. So I'm just going to cut that. Comes out as quite a nice straight edge. Now, so that is going on there. I do need to do the back. This is going to be the back cover, so that needs to be scraped and inked. Then I've also got this for the inside cover, and I'm going to do the same process with this, is tear all around it. So I hope you're all well. This is a video I'm making, whoops, now that I'm back from the UK. It was quite difficult getting back into it, I must say. I'd printed this out before I went away, took it with me with the idea of, I've done all the pages and I've cut all the ephemera out while I was away, but I still couldn't get myself back into it. When you have a break like that, I think it takes a while. And we did so much travelling while I was away, staying with different people, hotels, Airbnbs, that I think it took it out of us. Not doing it again. Okay, for this one, I'm just going to fold in half. And then put my ruler up to it and tear down. So with both these pieces for the inside, I will, now do you do that way up? I think I'm going to do that way up because I might put pockets on there. Doesn't look upside down, does it? That looks upside down. No, I think I prefer that way. So I need to do the same with them. And then going back to the canvas, I also need to ink this around. So I use my brush, and again I'm using Vintage Photo again, and I'm just going to go around the edges like this, both inside and outside. Okay, that's done like that. And where is the front cover there? So I'm going to glue this onto here. Like that. Now, for this, I use my block on the outside, but the art glitter glue on the inside bit. Okay, so that's the front cover. Now I need to go off and grunge up the rest of them, and I will stick the others down. But before I do that, I've just remembered I do need something to go in the middle here to reinforce it. So I've got these two here, and I've got a selection of sari silk. I'm not sure what canvas is like, I've never used it, but I thought it probably does need reinforcing. So I'm actually thinking I need to get rid of that. Thinking this pink would go nicely down here. I think the pink. I was thinking maybe this. I can find where the end is. No, that's not the end. There's the end. No, there it is. No, I think I'm going to go with the pink. I do have a sort of a grey blue as well. No, pink, definitely. But what I'm going to do is tie a knot in the end here. And then take this is going to go over the top of these. Leave that at the top there. And then cut a piece off so I can tie a knot in the bottom down here as well, and have the knot hanging down. I think that will look quite nice. So I need to go off and ink and rough up all of these. I've inked everything and stuck everything down and roughed all these up. So it's like this now. I need to put this down, but first I've taken a piece of lace and I'm just going to put it across here, glue it across there to before I put the piece down the middle. And now I need to do this piece here. So I start doing a piece at a time because I will be unraveling it. So I'll have this at the top, and then I just go down and do this a piece at a time. I will need to let that dry before I put the signature in. I also want to put a pocket on here with some lace, so I was going to put some white card behind it, but I don't think it looks right. I prefer it with this, and I want to do one on this side as well. Just trim that up so that it just tucks underneath here like that, and just trim here. So I'm going to put some glue under here. And then some glue along the bottom here. Oops, pull it down. There. I think it needs a little bit more up the top. And then just some glue on the edge here. Hold that down. Then I will, to tuck it under, is pull this over. So I will put some more glue here. And then just pull that over so I know that it's completely in there. And I will now do the same thing on this side as well. So yes, there's a lot of drawing that now needs to go on. I could have put, I will say, contemplating putting white card and sewing round it and putting it on, but I think I prefer it like that. Okay, I've put all this together, and what I've done is put the signature in. I've got a nice pocket there, which I'm now pleased I didn't put the white card behind. Put welcome on there. So yes, the signature's now in. Everything's dried off, and I did chop off the knot I did at the top. I didn't like it. Now to do the front cover, what I've done part of it, and I'll show you what I did. I reprinted this page onto 160 GSM card and cut out the 3 dresses, and then I've put them up on pads and put some lace and pearls on. I'll show you what I did, how I did it. Whoops, put the glue down. So this will come up on here. So I want to put some pink lace around the bottom, and I'm going to ruffle it as well. Now let me just move this out of the way so I don't ruin the cover. So it will go something along the lines along there. Now I start off by putting some of this down. It does get a bit fiddly, hence why I do use my spatula. As it does hold it down a bit better. So that's how you do the ruffle on the back. Now I really squidge it down with my spatula after this. Make sure I've got no glue on there. And then this will sit on here. Now I need to put the back bits on. There. These, I don't know what size these are by any means. We get them from our local Chinese shop. Okay, I have the 3 pearls here I want to put on. So I'll start off at the top. They're on like that, and then I'm going to put extra glue, whoops, on the back of the pads. Like that. Excuse my head in that shot if it was there. So that's my front cover. My plan is to put a piece of sari silk down the side here, and I think what I'm going to do is I was thinking, oh, I take that knot off and I'll tie a knot up there and bring that down there, but I don't think it looks right. I don't know, I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to glue this down here and then tie a knot. So there's 2 knots dangling, and I think I'll get rid of these. Maybe cut some hearts out of paper and put them in the middle. I think that will look a lot nicer with it dangling down the bottom, 2 of them dangling down the bottom there, and quite simple at the top. Anyway, that's it that I've done so far. I'll be back with probably making some tags for the journal, and I've got an idea of some mixed media tags to do, and then a flip through. So I'll speak to you all again soon. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.